All right, hey, what, Urbania? What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night. We're gonna play some D&D. We've got the Waterdeep Under Siege crew here. The uh, the uh, the the children of the what? What are you guys?
Children of the Corn.
The children. That was a creepy movie. That was creepy. Um, I had a really bad headache earlier today, so my head's just foggy as all get out. So you'll have to bear with me. We might not stream all night, our full 3 hours. We got old age kicking our asses. Like everyone's back. I didn't sleep on my head. The only one that can do anything is Valtrix, and that's because he's like
But yeah,
25.
he's young. He's a 25-year-old kid. Look at him.
25. Yeah, right.
20.
You got that baby
I was
face.
25 20 years ago.
Yeah, 42. So yeah, you're close.
Pretty close. So last session, when we left off, we if you watch that, it's kind of a half of a session zero that we did Curse of Strahd the second half, and the first half was defeating Kalchia, the Devil Lich, and we're glad to get out of that tomb. But the characters have were to recall back to Dr. Troy's, and that's kind of where we're picking tonight up, figuring out what we're gonna do. But there is one thing that I think that we should do right off the bat, and that's I think you guys should probably be level 15 now. What do you guys think?
At least, yeah.
Let's get most
Yeah.
of our
Yeah.
tables across the board all in the same tier, huh? Right? So
Very
level
nice.
up. So as you guys are leveling up your characters, I also want you to take a look at the quest log. And let's see what unfinished business we need to tend to and what direction we want to go in. I am going to push you guys a long rest because that's what you guys are going to do pretty much immediately. So let's do that.
Oh wow, my class link is broken.
Your class link was from.
Like where you open up your little magnifying glass
Yeah,
next
but
to your class.
was it
It
from
would have
the.
been from
Which class?
uh,
Like the Bard or the
I
Rogue?
think just the player's handbook because it's whatever the
Oh,
glamour
the.
Do you
school
have
came
it
out.
loaded? Player's Handbook?
Click it.
It's not the players. It's this
I didn't do
Bard
that.
that's broken. The Rogue is okay.
Oh.
So, what module would the Bard be from?
I think it came from
Tasha's?
no, because it was the I always take it from like if it was from the original player's handbook, then I use it from there. If it came out in a certain um, module, I always go to. And I think it was maybe Sword Coast or let's see,
See, I see there's a Bard from Tasha's,
Xanathar's.
Xanthar's. Why is there. There's several from the Xanthars. What.
Uh, see, players. You know what? I don't see. There's Sword Coast. It is loaded. Xanathars. What am I missing? Mordenkainen? No.
What. What subclass were you?
Glamour. College of Glamour.
And where's the College of Glamour from? That's what we need to figure out.
I thought it was from, yeah. Let's see. Eloquence.
Of Glamour. Glamour.
No, Glamour. It's not Player's Handbook. Oh, not Cleric.
I think that's Xanathar's.
Xanathar's.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought, yeah.
Well, I have Xanathar's loaded, so I don't know.
I do too.
But he does. Do you have the player's version loaded?
Let's see. Where's
Whichever one.
I can open up College of Glamour from Xanathar's. I don't know. I don't know why the link is broken. Um, I don't know if there's a way to replace it. Um,
Yeah, the players is loaded and the guide is okay. So
Yeah, I had problems on my table when we leveled up last
and
time too.
it's a class and
yeah,
it's
so
the
let's take a look
bard.
at.
I'm gonna just re-drag it over to your character sheet and see what happens.
Okay.
Did I miss leveling up?
Yeah, you
Uh,
missed it. You got to stay at 14 now.
Damn it!
go tell your wife. Look
All
what,
because of a fitted sheet.
a fitted sheet. Damn it, those things are a pain in the ass.
That's why she needed my help.
All right, there's the Glamour College. Where does it get drugged to?
Well, it would just be the Bard class, the from Xanathar's, and to drag it back over to there and link it, and it made it level 12. Uh, let's see if it'll open it now. Yeah, hey, I fixed it. I drug the link from, I opened up the Bard in Xanathar's and then drug it over the top of the one that's there, and it added a level. All it is an ASI for me, so that was an easy fix. Where's
just
my red
needed,
button?
just needed like a relink, basically.
Yeah.
All right, quests. That's what we need to look at. See what we got. Oh yeah, you guys got quite a few. We never did do the poker night, Marbanya.
No, but we did something to. I think you just rolled dice to see how it turned out,
Well, there was also
or you were
some.
going to, or something.
There was also some opportunity for some gathering of information on your part. So I said
Oh,
we could get together one night and talk about it, and we never did. So that's still on the table if we want to figure some of that out. I'll give you guys a little bit to level your characters up. Level 15. I think that's about the highest I've actually played a character in 5e is about 15th.
It's the highest for me, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's yeah. I've played a couple to level 14. I think this is the first time that I've had a
I mean,
character with
I
15
guess
levels.
Timmons technically was higher than 15th.
Well, yeah, different rule
But,
set, but
I
still,
mean,
there's a 20 level cap on it.
yeah, 20 advances. I think we ended up with, what, 21 or something weird, but
Yeah. Yeah, you
Timmons
guys were
Thimmons.
legendary and then some.
And Timmons was nothing special about him at all.
You just rolled good at the right time because all the other characters had character died. Their original characters were dead. He was the only original one that survived.
He was pretty good about being at the right place. You know, he like over there, not he over here,
Yep.
or behind that and not over there.
Yep. I tell you what, I highly recommend anybody that wants to, have a fully filled out world and try some Savage Worlds to do Deadlands, and do the Flood. It's huge. I mean, we could have went many more sessions, and
We did
I kind of
100,
put it. We did
99,
99.
99.
99.
Oh, how many staffs do you guys have now? 4, don't you?
I think so.
Counting the one that you just got. You had 3. This is the 4.
It is confirmed Angel is having a
All right, so you guys are a go for um, the minimum amount possible to get through the mythal. It may not work amount. 8 staffs for sure, no problem, no questions. 4 maybe. So if you guys get like 5 or 6, but 4 may work. But you guys don't even have a ship built yet, so. But at least
Isn't
you
that one of the
know.
things we have to do? Is go see the ship builder?
Yeah, her
Person?
name's Oda Bowspirit Gimlet. She's a shipbuilder, and you guys think that she may be able to help you guys. Somebody needs to kind of take charge of putting the ship back together. Your friend um what's his name? General Gonzalez is not a shipbuilder. He's like, "Eh."
Well, aren't they working on it in the warehouse
They're
attached to our?
gathering supplies and stuff, but they don't have like a official builder, right? They don't have somebody.
So we got to go. We got to hire this person and bring her back here. We got to try to hire her. We need to woo
Well,
her, and that
We
Marley
need
is the perfect
we need a
candidate.
foreman.
if you left it up to General Gonzalez, she wouldn't get hired. She probably wouldn't come willingly.
Well, Marley's definitely not the foreman type. Overseeing the building of the ship. No, no. But
Well, you also
persuading somebody to come and build it for us, yeah.
all right. So you guys have the wood, right? You're using the living wood that you guys are getting from the forest not too far from here, being delivered to you. So it's a matter of putting it together and doing it properly. And she's supposedly familiar with that type of building. This Oda
Let's go get
Bowspirit.
her started.
There's also well, let's see what other
Something
things you
from the
guys got.
something from the castle too. We had
You
to.
guys, well, you guys know that there's
The
a
helm.
helm, a space
Or
jammer
navigation or
helm
something.
that you need for your ship in the castle. So because it was taken from the ship that crashed outside of the up on the mountain.
Well,
But
we can at least get her started, and we can proceed to retrieve the helm.
you guys,
See if there's any more staffs.
you guys also have a quest that's been floating around here for a while, and it's through the mirror. You guys have the location of the Citadel of the Bloody Hand, which is underneath Castle Waterdeep, which is how you guys think you can get in to get the helm
Right.
underneath. So you would have to, and you didn't want to do it then because you didn't have access to the teleportation circle. But now you guys are like, we got word of recall
now we
too
don't.
if we need it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're, easy enough, high enough level now that you guys can just easily go into the mirror and do this quest and get that out of the way if you want to. Remember the one that
So that
I had Josh make?
that
Nice.
poses a
It was
question.
fuzzy
Yeah,
and now it's not. It
I
was
mean, Marley teleportation circle. Marley doesn't. If yours is instantaneous and mine's 1 minute, should I even, at leveling I can trade spells out.
I
Yeah,
think
we need
it's
to have a backup just in
too
case.
useful to give up.
All right.
yeah.
well with
That's
this
a
mirror particularly. Now you guys can store teleportation circles locations in the mirror.
how many?
I think 7?
Well, that's why. Is that why I've got 4 scrolls? I've got 4 scrolls of teleportation circle. One of them I've already used in the basement of the. Right? Didn't we create it?
Professionals, Chuck.
Chuck. What's up, Baboonski? Professionals. Yeah. Only thing professional going on around here is a bunch of BS. Oh, I
You're
closed the
getting
stupid.
paid.
Sorta.
Oh, S is still at intelligence
Now I'm
1
getting
and
paid.
charisma 1.
Whoa! 1,000
How,
biddies.
how long is that going to last?
What's that?
S is still at intelligence 1, charisma 1.
Oh,
How long does that last?
30 days?
30 days, all right? Feeble mind, okay. S sits in the corner and drools after gaining a level somehow.
He learns for a brief moment that his tongue is forked, and then he forgets about it. He's like looking at it. Ooh, ooh. Feeble mind. I don't know how to cure it, but there's a cleric in the party.
You Greta
Isn't it?
restoration work?
Where is there a cleric in the party?
Yeah.
Everybody looks at the druid.
Don't look
Right.
at me. I've rubbed some plants on his face. Some mushrooms.
Let me read Greta restoration.
Feel better, buddy?
I mean, it's an 8th level spell, so
Yeah, any reduction to one of the target's ability scores.
Is that a greater restoration?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think that would do it.
probably have to do 2 because it affects 2.
Feeble
that's
Mind
good.
itself says
Oh,
the spell can be
you're
ended
right.
by greater restoration, heal, or wish.
Right, perfect. So just cast Wish. Then I'll be good.
Oh man, I have heal. I could have ended that any time.
Yeah, I have heal too.
Nice.
Who knew?
All right, I will restore.
We didn't
Yeah,
need
look.
you thinking. We just needed you to chop that chain, man.
Yeah, just keep beating on that chain.
No, what
I mean,
he
do we
did.
want to heal him?
What?
I kind
So,
of like him like this.
since you didn't watch the stream, so what happened was you that's what you said he wanted to do before
Yeah,
we ended the
he's chopping
session
the chain.
before. So when we started the session, that's what we had him do is chop the chain. But then she shot him with freaking something, and with his 1 intelligence, and he had potion of flying on still, so
Uh-huh.
he flew over there and started stabbing her through the window with his sword. And then he grabs the staff out of her hand. They say grab the
And he
staff.
couldn't pull it out.
And he is so stupid he couldn't. He just stuck.
It was pretty great.
And the whole thing collapsed, and he went down with it, and then finally got out or something. I don't know. It was just falling. She used telekinesis on Marley and picked him up and chucked him down into the lava. And Orag had a rope of climbing around him, tied to the thing already, and he dove off and grabbed him.
Oh wow.
It was
All right,
epic.
let me remove the potion of flying then. I
It
wasn't
was
aware
epic.
that had been used. Take it off my inventory.
Yeah, and Drake used the rule of cool that day. It was like a Grinch Christmas. His heart grew 3 times that day.
Well, I mean, every possible thing that I could have denied was there, though. I mean, the rope of climbing. How can there's
Yep, it was
the only thing that could have
very
messed it
nice
up
session. It was awesome.
was if he would have
Nice.
missed his grapple.
Nice.
I think everybody was prepared for a TPK and it's
Oh, yeah.
over because we threw the
No.
sword of fire, you know.
Yeah, but the sword was what the whole 100-year story was her manipulating this vampire on the surface to put all this information out there to lure people into rescuing her by putting back her phylactery together and bringing it to her, which was Bane was the name of the sword. So there's like little clues and hints about Bane, capital B in the wording.
Good thing Marley's not smart enough to figure that out or Marbanya.
It was pretty hard, but and then there was a clues about like the image and stuff. You guys were on the right track about it looking different and stuff like that, but your characters failed miserably. The players were there. The player knowledge was happening on some of it. Lurkers are welcome, and long, hairy, freaky people. Long, hairy, freaky people. Who's that?
And the sign said, the long-haired freaky people need
All right, so
not
yeah, the
cry.
Citadel of the Bloody Hand. That is a pretty good one to go do that one if you guys want to go into the mirror. What other ones do we got? Where did my quest window go? It looks like
That mirror. Does Marley got that hanging in his room?
I think it fits in the bag of holding. But yeah, you guys have got it somewhere, I think, and hanging somewhere.
So I still have this chaotic evil black longsword in my inventory, Shadow Star.
Oh yeah, that's from that module, the reference manual, right? Let's take a look at it. New Appendix E, maybe.
Apparently, it gets weaker in sunlight, and so if it's been around the sunblade, it's pretty weak.
Shadow Star. Why Crypt of the Devil Lich?
Well, I've got it in my inventory, so
Yeah, but
it's got
I
the full
can't
description.
open it because the module says it's not open.
Open the one from my inventory.
You copied it into your inventory? How nice.
Well, you put it in the
I
party
know,
sheet,
it does
so.
it automatically. Shadow Star. Exquisite Longsword.
+3.
Yeah.
You can cast haste and wall of fire once a day with it.
Yeah, and hold person and at will detect magic.
Sentient is chaotic evil
Pretty good.
weapon with an intelligence of 16.
So
Oh, it would
smarter than
pwn ya.
S.
It would pwn us.
But it doesn't say it can take you over. It just has a personality.
I don't know. I've read
It has a forceful personality and tends to believe that is far more important than its wielder. It also believes itself to be far smarter than it really is, which often proves difficult for its wielder. While it never deliberately misleads its wielder, it does tend to exaggerate things, and it will embellish situations to emphasize its own importance and intelligence. However, Shadowstar is loyal to its wielder, assuming they are similar alignments, and helps where it can, provided that its exasperated owner gives it the occasional compliment. The only one I can foresee role-playing that one well would be Spinster.
You're a pretty sword.
Yeah.
But maybe not this character. But, like, Eleazar? Long ago, Shadow Star and its wielder fought side by side with Kauchia and True Death, also known as Bane. Shadowstar believes itself a much more powerful and important sword and gladly points out its superiority to anyone who brings up True Death. I'm more powerful than True Death ever was, even back before Kauchia became a lich. Any character who asks the sword about True Death may be able to discover with shrewd questioning that Shadowstar knows True Death is Bane and functions as the Devil Lich's phylactery.
You never
Unfortunately,
thought to ask the sword.
right? Unfortunately, while powerful, Shadowstar has a vain and arrogant personality in terms of the crypt. Shadowstar knows very little about anything else outside the chapel, but will not stop the sword from providing advice about anything else the crypt in an effort to make itself seem quite important. Uh,
I like this bit about sentient magic items. Any activated property of the item is under the item's control, not its wielder's.
role playing.
What is that?
What? So detect
Need you to
magic
use a
at
longsword?
will. Hold person 3 times a day and 1 time a
Haste
day.
and Wall of Fire.
Cast haste and wall of fire.
I mean, it's pretty baller.
You gotta be attuned to it, I'm sure, right?
Yes. Yes, it requires attunement.
Yeah, legendary item. I think you guys should sell it for gold. You can put it on the front of your spelljamming vessel,
The prow. Prop.
There you go.
like actually
The ram.
have someone holding it who's on the petrified that you guys turn to stone or something that can
This will
actually.
get in an argument with it and use it to chop vegetables.
I don't know. That's up to you guys. It's pretty
Scrape the
baller.
privy. Yeah.
I know. I think worst thing you can do with a sword is cut firewood.
Cut firewood. I wonder if it's a sword of sharpness though. Does that count? Like,
So
then
really
you-
insulting.
Then
Still
you,
could
then
be
you use it to
insulting,
go
yeah.
help in the quarry. Start banging it on the rocks.
right? I think maybe like stirring poop or something might be worse, but that's pretty bad. Chopping firewood. I wasn't done looking at the quest though.
Yeah, so I believe we should go through the mirror. Now that we had the means to get back.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
S is
Yeah,
going
a lot
to...
of these quests are kind of already done though.
Yeah.
I
S
guess
is
we need
going to
to clean
swap his
them up.
attunement and attune Shadow Star.
What's he
just for the
attuned to
hell of it.
now?
He's going to remove his
Oh,
Ring
the
of Protection.
He's like Sunblade or Shadow
He's
Star.
keeping the Sunblades, so he's keeping both.
Sunblade, yeah, but he can't really
It
wield
depends on
both,
the
so you're
fight.
gonna be like,
No. It depends on the fight,
Yeah.
right? He'll pull one out or the other. If it's
Yeah.
undead, then it's Sunblade.
do you
Before
know?
you decide to do that, do you want me to share the text on how any sentient item can try to take over its wielder?
And it's gonna be your responsibility to be in charge of that.
Let me double check that.
So you need to come up with this alternative personality that your sword takes on. $12 plus the
Oh.
item's charisma modifier.
Yeah. What is this item's
Close the sword.
charisma of 15?
So that's a 2.
And S
So
has an 8.
14.
S is going to lose every time. S has a
So
-1. Yeah,
would you
maybe not.
care? Would you care to play this sword
No.
as S as its wielder? Talking about having a 1 intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would completely take over your character. Maybe not all at once.
Well, just the
But it
It-
says
it
he's
de-
loyal to his wielder.
Yeah,
but
no,
it
you be
demands that it
its
dispose of
wielder
it every
becomes
item.
loyal to it with that high
Yeah.
of a difference, though.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
That
maybe
wouldn't work for
S
S.
could eventually learn to control it more, but I think he should carry it around a while, not attune though, and let it like
Yeah.
talk and
Just threaten him.
yeah. Come on, that Sunblade's weak. Come on, give him some kind of personality. Make him sound like the Cavalier from the Dungeons and Dragons. What's that guy's name? He's done a lot of voices. The Dungeons and Dragons game cartoon, the Cavalier, that guy.
doesn't ring a bell.
The cartoon doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
It's been too long.
oh, it doesn't register. Okay, I got it. Let's see. I was just finishing up these. Oh, the Werebat favor. You guys still could call a favor in from Steve the Batman. Steve the Batman. I am Batman.
Eric the Cavalier,
Yeah, that guy. Who play?
We
What's
have
his
Bane
voice?
now.
voiced
So
by Don Most.
Don Most is the guy from Friends, isn't it? Isn't that the same guy?
Friends.
The dark-haired guy in Friends. Nasally.
He was
Friends.
on Happy Days.
Yeah, that's him.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm thinking of David Schwimmer is the same guy. It's not, but that's close. They sound a lot alike. Sorry, David Schwimmer. Sorry to call you the Cavalier from the D game. It could be a compliment if you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan.
Nostalgia.
All right, yeah. So you want to go through the mirror, or go talk to Oda? I think those are the only two that you guys can do.
Well, I think we should get the process started on building the ship because we don't have to be there for the entire thing.
I mean, it's just like going over there and talking to her and stuff. So
Yeah, just go over, talk to her, get her
it's a
started. and then
role-playing
we can
night,
Go to
You could just
the.
send Marley to do that, right?
just by himself.
I mean, I guess we can all go.
All right, hold on. I got to load a module. It's gonna lag the table for a second. Hopefully it doesn't crash the table. What's up? Come on, wake up. Uh-oh, I got the blue circle. Okay. Uh, oh, it did open. I'm like, why is it not opening? All right, so we gotta go to the map. I want to show you where this plot's at. This map. She is down. Actually, there's a pin already there. She's all the way down here. In the harbor. See the big warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
She,
Yep. Yep.
I get too much crap open. Open this back up. She's a famous shipwright who also repairs all sorts of items. She's known how to work with a living wood. Okay, so a towering pair of wooden warehouse doors still shut the entrance to a sea cave near the harbor. Painting on these is a white anchor and the words Gimlet's Ship Repairs swinging from ropes attached to a rocky outcropping above the entrance to the cave are buckets filled with tools.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the doors are closed to the big warehouse, so you guys I mean, You can see through the cracks and shit as you're walking up, right? You can see that there's a ship in there. There's somebody moving around inside. Actually, sounds like a few people. Ropes and um, rigging. You guys can hear squeaking and all that kind of stuff.
So like we just bang on the door. I mean, fellas, I'm thinking a shipwright. Since you can't sail outside the Mythal, probably doesn't have a lot to do right now anyway, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Knock loudly.
Why? Are
Unless
shipwrights deaf?
unless there's people trying to get ships to get out of here, thinking maybe somewhere out in sea is safe.
Wonder what an undead kraken looks like.
One way to find out.
Grilled octopus?
Could be.
All right, Ass will go up and open the door.
It's not locked. So, I mean, it's kind of big, but it opens fairly easy. You're like, you can see inside it's massive, right? I mean, you could fit a whole ship in this warehouse, right? Mast and all. So you can see all the way up at the very, very top. There's rigging and gears and pulleys and stuff. But the ship that's in here is like a small two-mast schooner, maybe. Is that? I'm not a naval guy, but two masts, kind of a low keeled ship, right? And it's up on dry dock, and you can see that patches and stuff are being worked on it and stuff. And you can hear a voice up in the rigging somewhere kind of barking out some orders. No, no, not that one. Bring me another one. The one that I told you to bring me. And, like, there's some kind of mechanical creatures, like, swinging about the ropes, too. Like, kind of like they attach to the rope and they like run down the rope like zzz, and then they let go of the rope and then they scamper on the ground on like little spider legs. But they're only like 4 legs, not 8. And they're tiny creatures, right? So maybe all balled up, they're the size of a big cantaloupe, you know? And then their little legs sprout out. But they definitely look mechanical. There's about 3 of them that you can hear or see when you guys come looking in. Yeah, as you guys are moving in, like you can see you're looking up the bottom of the ship, right up and see the rigging and stuff. And as you come into the big warehouse, you can kind of move back away from the ship so you can start to see up in the rigging. And you see a gnome up in the rigging, and she sees you, and she comes like hooks something to a rope that's mechanical, and she starts cranking on it, and she comes zooming down towards you guys, and she thinks she's gonna slam into you, and then she like pulls this cord, and the thing stops, and she does like a little flip, and lands and sits on a little crate, and she looks up at you. She says, what do you need? I'm kind of busy here. This thing's kind of volatile. And she sees
Bravo.
she's holding a like some kind of orb that's glowing, and she says it's cold. So what can I do for you? And she looks up at you, pulls out her goggles.
We need a ship, right?
We need a shipwright. That's right.
Well, I'm a shipwright. I'm busy though. What do you need? What can I do for you? You need one of these? These things are hot. Or this one's cold. Yeah. She's tinkering with it as she's looking at you. She pulls out screwdrivers, jabbing at it.
We need a shipwright that can work with living wood.
Living wood. Who's got living wood? If I had any living wood, I wouldn't be working on this heap of shit. She like
Oh,
slaps the ship next to her.
problem solved.
Harley's got wood. Oh, wait. We've got access to some wood.
What? Why? How the hell do you guys have access to that? Who are you, anyways?
Wood comes from trees. We get it from the tree.
Don't pay attention to him. He's under a. Yeah, it's.
He's still recovering from that
He's
one
recovering.
intelligence.
He's recovering.
He like points to the north.
But
Trees.
no. I mean, if you had living wood, you wouldn't be here, huh? Well, we've got it. So, and we have a warehouse just for building a ship of living wood.
Wait,
That
wait, hold on a second.
can. Okay.
It's not my birthday. This has got to be a joke or something, right? Who are you guys?
No, my lady.
Did
Allow me to introduce myself. I am.
Vance put
Harley.
you guys up to this? What?
I know
Who?
nobody by that name.
I mean,
This is Orig.
she looks way up at Horg like, wow.
Yeah. He doesn't eat much.
Is that
This right here is
a
Dalgren.
finger in your beard?
Dahlgren the Brave.
Dalgren the Brave. Okay. Actually, we kind of picked our own title.
Hey, is that a holy symbol to Lathander?
Close enough. A Monitor, Lathander, pretty much the same thing.
Oh, you're one of those. The old school ones.
Old school.
This is Morkel.
Old school, but
He-
he's still only 15, so.
He's
He's got a great
he's the one
beard.
who's giving guidance and care to this one S, who is recovering from a
Do you-
brain thing.
Do you sell car insurance?
Would you like a
Um,
mushroom? I hold out a handful of mushrooms to her.
Oh, can I have one of those? She points to the purple one. Like your
Oh,
favorite.
Yeah. Just, make sure you've got somebody watching you when you
Yeah.
get that one.
No, I'm gonna make some tea later with this. She puts it in her pocket.
Orig, see if she wants some deer candy.
That's
I'd
what's
be
caught in
careful
his.
with that stuff.
That's what's caught in
have
his
the-
beard is a piece of deer candy.
You have the possibility of being the only of your kind to work on this type of ship. He sort of looks around, the flying kind of ship. We hear you're the best, and we came to you.
So, you guys have access to living wood, and you want a spell jamming vessel?
Yeah.
We have one. We just need it repaired.
Well, interesting. And why haven't I ever heard of you guys before? I mean, I know ships. That's my job.
We're good at keeping a low profile.
Well,
We don't get out much.
She says,
That's probably more accurate.
you gotta have help.
We
Who
are able
who
to
you
offer
working
you
for? You're working for the
means away
Lycans?
from here.
Or
We'll
what?
allow you to stay
No.
to be on the ship with us. And
She's
leave
gonna
this.
have to go.
place.
Yeah, we can't
Right.
fix it if it breaks.
Do I get my own room?
You have
Or
to
do I have to
it out.
share it with these guys? And she points to her little mechanical friends, and they're like, "Rrrr." They kind
sure
of,
it's got
the
crew
little
quarters.
mechanical things have kind of creeped closer, right? They're kind of hovering around. They don't seem like too particularly intelligent, but they are curious. She says, So, you're not working for the Lycans. You're trying to leave this place. How are you getting through you know, the tier, she says.
It's doable.
So,
How
so
about
you
you just
gotta,
come have dinner? Have dinner with
Loaded
us.
up.
We got badges.
Yeah, we got badges.
Got cheese too.
If you just worry about the ship, we'll
well,
worry about those other details.
I got, I got some things I need to tend to, but can we pin something on the calendar?
Sure.
How's tomorrow work?
Yeah, we're in a bit
Tomorrow.
of a rush.
Wait, how
'Cause,
fast do you
yeah,
think I
this.
could do this? This is gonna take a long time.
Like 2-3
Well, I
hours.
hope you can
maybe?
do it pretty quick because this world isn't going to last much longer. It's all about to be destroyed.
She's like, wait, no, there's no way. What's pretty quick? Like,
There's the other shoe.
I have my escape rocket, but it only can take 2. So, me and whoever else wants to go with me can go on the escape rocket if we gotta go fast. If we got a couple of months, then maybe I can patch something together with some living wood.
Well,
What?
we will
What?
attempt
We gotta have
to
a.
hold back
We gotta
the
have a
fates of
helm.
time.
I don't have a helm. Yeah, we ain't
We're
going
getting one,
nowhere
yeah.
but
We're getting one.
around in circles if we don't have a helm.
Marley pulls out his helm of comprehend languages.
That's a start. That why under everybody can understand your screams of loneliness from outer space as you're floating around, lost without a helm.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out
Marley,
what
we're going.
10th day
We're
of
going to get the
Krython.
helm.
Okay. She's already like getting plans and stuff together. She's like, I got a lot of stuff to gather up, so you guys, where do you need me? And to dinner?
I think dinner was Marley's idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bring her to Dr. Troy's. Bring her to the house.
Oh,
Show her the
she's-
warehouse.
We can. Marley doesn't trust his
Come-
surroundings. He doesn't know who's listening.
Come
at
by
the
for
walls.
dinner. We'll go over the plans.
She's like,
I've
well,
got a beautiful rat stew going.
she's like,
We have other things too.
can we
Listen,
wait?
have other
Can,
things too.
can we wait till after the full moon? I don't like being out during the full moon. It's weird things happen. All those lichens out there. Ooh. One time, they took me to this dark party. They said it was swingers. Yeah, it was not. They wanted to eat me, I think. I got out of there lickety split.
You're not much more than a snack, though, aren't you? You're
Apparently,
pretty small.
I would be a delicacy to some of them. She says the full moon's in like one is like in like 3 days.
Then we'll meet you the day after the moon is no longer full at our place, and we give her the address.
So she like pulls out this little like metal like case and she twists it and she like pulls it open and it beeps and clicks and she looks at it and she pokes it and you can hear it make a beep and she says the 14th is the full moon, so let's do it on the 15th. Yeah, I'll be there and I'll bring all my tools and my friends and I'll lock up this place. We might have to come back here and get some other stuff though. She starts, come here guys, we got a list to make. And she starts pulling out all this stuff and start banging and looks like she's leaves you guys to your just standing there. Oh, and she stops about like 20 yards away, and she looks back at you and she says, "Oh, and if you guys need anything fixed, just let me know. I can fit it in." And she starts going back to banging and ordering, and we're gonna need that part. We're gonna need these boxes. Get this. We need that wagon. We're gonna have to have those oxens too. Go.
Are there any oxen left in the city?
Apparently, do you like
Thought they ate them all.
look over where she's like pointing where the
Oh, yeah.
oxen are? You like go look over
Hess
there?
is curious.
There's 2 mechanical oxen over there that are covered
Oh,
up
nice.
over some like some tarps and stuff, like in storage area. They look kind of rusty, but she's definitely a tinkerer gnome, right? A very Oda Bowspirit Gimlet is from Call from the Deep, if you guys don't remember her.
Nope.
I don't remember her.
No. You guys
What was
only
she doing there?
You guys met her in some ship cave, where she was working on some futuristic sail ships for the Githzari, the Githyanki.
I remember the scene, but yeah, I don't remember her specifically.
Yeah, she's like a lowbie there. You guys were talking to the big dogs.
It was a lowercase NPC, not an uppercase NPC.
All right, so you guys got a ship foreman or a Wayne's right or whatever you want to call it. She said she could do it in a couple of months.
Well, she got to get her to evaluate the actual what we have.
Yeah.
To get a more accurate, and then see if she can provide us with anything we can do to speed it up. What does she need that could speed it up, if anything?
You
What do we
guys
got
want
to
to?
kill to make it go faster?
Well, you guys know you need to go see about where this helm is at. Supposedly, your characters are aware that the castle of Waterdeep, the area that the helm is kept in, is controlled by the Lycans. Particularly, Lucian is the leader. Lucian, it's his grandmother that's in charge of the area that you guys are trying to find. Obachan. Obachan? How do you say it?
Obatsan.
Obacha.
Yeah.
Also known
Literally
as
just grandmother in Japanese.
yeah, also known as a member, ex-member of the Arcane Brotherhood. And you guys might recognize her image.
Mm-hmm.
And her friends.
All the undead kobolds.
And
Yeah, because
she's now Lycan too, isn't she?
she's a Lycan, but she's also a Harpal, which is
Is she
also
a descendant of Bitterdew?
yes.
Like a were dragon or something.
Bitterdew is the OG original Lycan vampire or werewolf
Werewolf.
in this scenario, anyways. So you guys have to get into Castle Waterdeep, which you guys can't. I didn't share it with the players, but on stream I got a map and stuff. of the castle, and I know where the helm is at, and I have to put some guards in there and some traps and stuff. But first, you guys got to get into um, the Citadel of the Bloody Hand, which is a closed off secret place underneath Waterdeep that you guys found a mirror that you guys can teleport into. If that's something you guys are ready to do, we can do
Sure.
that.
Yeah,
Sounds
I think
good.
so.
All right, where's the?
She's fixing a ship.
ain't getting any
Well,
younger.
no,
We're getting
she's
a helm.
yeah, she's getting her stuff together to fix the ship, and you guys are gonna go get the helm. Through the mirror, Citadel of the Bloody Hand, the party has recovered a mirror teleportation. One location is stored in the mirror. The location identified as the Citadel of the Bloody Hand. A location the characters know is underneath Castle Waterdeep, where the spelljamming helm was taken by the Lycans. Create a sigil sequence to store into the mirror to return from the Citadel. So you gotta use one of your scrolls of teleportation to set up a return from the Citadel. So you're going to put another teleportation location in the mirror to teleport back to. And so where do you want that location to be?
We've got a spot in our basement, I think, in the secret room.
Well, the
where
secret room is not in. I mean, there's that room, and then there's the one upstairs too. So
Yeah, I thought there was a teleportation circle somewhere there.
where's my?
Yeah, I thought Marley had made one or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
During one of our super long downtimes.
spent some time making a permanent one
What
somewhere
did I
down
do
there.
with my?
It,
The basement? Oh, not the basement store. You guys actually have a basement store. Crown level? No. What happened to my... Oh, here it is. Down here?
Yeah.
This is your... This is where you kids grew up. 15 years of your life was spent down here.
Yep. And then I got invaded by the rat people.
So that's... This is not... When you said secret, I'm like, there's not really a secret down here, you guys...
No, but to get down here is kind of a secret, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
usually,
yeah.
behind
No,
a
it's like...
bookcase and
It's like
Yeah, behind the
inside of a
bookcase and all
bookcase.
that.
Yeah,
behind
there's a...
the bookcase.
You used to have the little whirlwind elementals protecting it.
Yeah, he's over in the fort with General Gonzalez.
And our servants abandoned us.
They weren't your servants. You treated them
We
like
thought-
that.
We
Right.
thought they were.
All right, so you guys set up your teleportation circle in here. Let's add that to your note. One other basement at Dr. Troy's cough syrup place. Dr. Troy's. We'll fix that up later. All right, through the mirror.
wait a second. Should we have another escape place to someplace that's not here? What if somebody could follow us back? What if some wizard could follow us to here? Yeah.
Do we think that's possible?
Nah.
S does
Why
not
they
believe
want
so.
with
It's probably fine.
That's fine.
My image
That's
is
fine. It'll be all right.
That's impossible.
like my image broke. That's not good. It's just black.
Is there light on it?
Fortress players.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Huh. The yawning portal. All right. I know how to fix it. Just redrag the map from the assets back over here and put it. I only had like a couple of things on the map. All right, so you guys are gonna go through the mirror and end up right here. Hold on one second. No, not that. That. Did it load for you guys?
Yes.
All right, let me see what you guys see. Did you guys see all that other area lit up like that? No, just
No, I just
just
see
the
the
area
room
you
we're in.
guys are in. Okay,
Just
good.
see the one room.
Yeah.
I
hallway.
was like, all right, so you guys step out of the mirror, and you know that's kind of the look that you guys are in this citadel, right? This old area. And I don't know if these guys are gonna be on the. Yeah. So you guys kind of step through, and you guys can hear quiet movement ahead of you guys. Jingo, the ship of fools. What's up? What's up? What's up? 48 months. Wow. So what do you guys do? As you guys are the tokens? Let me unlock your tokens. Like coming from like down in this area, like you hear just very quiet movement.
Sounds like there's stuff down there, so we should take this door. That's what Dahlgren says.
Do we know anything about this place? Have we heard any rumors or anything?
I don't think you guys did any like questioning or anything, did you? About?
No, we probably should have.
I mean, where would the rumors have been heard like from? Like I try to like at the poker party? Did Marley learn about this area at the Schultz's poker night?
Yeah, what did happen
Yeah.
there?
Of course he did. That's what I'm referring to, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 3 good bits of information that you guys could learn from the poker party. That could be one of them.
What did you learn at the poker party, Marley?
You want one of this? Do you want this information to be one of them? Is the question.
I learned it. Flush beats full house.
Well, not
Full house
counting,
beats flush.
not counting that you don't want to play Jaraxle in poker. That doesn't count.
No. Who wants to play Jarlaxle in poker? That's
Especially with his own deck of cards. Is that information that you want to burn? The Citadel of the Bloody Hand. I think you guys know a little bit, don't you?
No, all we knew was there was one place that was already set up in this mirror to teleport to. I don't know that we knew anything about it. We've just decided to be,
Well, the Citadel of the Bloody
15,
Hand,
16-year-old boys. And
you guys thought you could get to the Citadel of the Bloody Hand through Undermountain. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you learned that the only way to get to the Citadel of the Bloody Hand was through magical means. There was a magical means to get to the Citadel of Bloody Hands in Underbound, and you guys found it. The mirror.
The mirror.
But that's about... I think you knew that the Citadel of Bloody Hand was taken over a long time ago by a thieves guild called the Bloody Hand.
Well, that's pretty clever.
But, you know,
What
things
a
have
coincidence.
changed since things like that happened, you know, like Thieves Guild, and there's not very many guilds around, right? But I don't think you want to burn one of your precious information slots on the history of this area that probably doesn't pertain to anything. There is some history of the area, don't get me wrong, but I don't see how it's useful.
Well, what is it that we've come here to do?
You're looking
still
for
trying to
a way into
Find
the
the hell.
way
castle.
Okay.
And this is underneath the castle. Like, right underneath the castle. So you think.
So we got to find a way up.
Maybe those creatures moving around up ahead.
Maybe they can take us to there. Willingly.
Yeah? Well, you see 2 kobolds step out of the darkness.
Look,
And
yes, it's 2 kobolds stepping out of darkness.
they don't look like your typical kobolds.
Yes, something's wrong with them. They don't look like typical kobolds.
What's wrong
They
with them?
were a little fuzzier, they'd look like rats, and then they'd be delicious.
They don't have a cannon with them, do they? Because then we might be in trouble.
You see,
Tokens are locked.
you see one of them kind of like they kind of like are around the corner a little bit, but you see them poking out and looking at you, and he kind of looks like this. He says, he looks to his friends. He says, "You know?" And Draconic, "You know who that is?" The other one says, I don't know. You ask him.
Let me put
Are we
my
allowed to ask him?
comprehend languages on.
I'm S. Who you?
You speak
In
Draconic?
I do.
He speaks.
I do speak.
You-
You speak too.
You friend? Are you enemy? Do we
Who's
have
your enemy?
enemies? I don't know. Maybe they're
I don't
enemy.
have many enemy. I don't have many enemies left. They're all dead.
He tends to
Oh.
eat them.
He says he eats all of his enemies. Are we your enemy?
Only if they're delicious.
They start
Are you
backing up a
delicious?
little. I think he might be delicious. He like backs up behind him,
You're kind of skinny.
kind of gives him a little lick. Oh, he's not delicious. Uh, maybe our friend around corner delicious. Me go get him. You wait here. He
Okay.
runs around the corner. This
I'll
one's
look
like,
over here.
I'm not delicious. I'm not delicious. He gets in the corner. I'm
I
not
just
delicious.
had rats too, so not hungry right now. How long you live here?
Since I was little.
Me too.
He's like 2.5 feet tall. He's like a really
You're
little
still little.
kobold. Yeah, but I'm not as little as the little ones.
How
I'm
little
allowed
little
out.
ones?
Some of them can't even walk yet.
Oh, very little. Pinkies.
All right, so coming around the corner, I open the door. You hear a door open, and stepping around the corner, you guys see another kobold. He's like lightly armored, and here I got a picture of him.
Okay.
Fat goblin
So he's
games.
walking on his hands.
Looks like he hasn't had his morning coffee yet.
Right, he comes around the corner. He's like,
It's like he broke his shins. He's got 2 knees.
I was in there working, and you're bothering me. Oh, as he comes around the corner, he sees like S standing there. He's like, oh,
Hi.
he says, hello, in common, and he puts his hand out and does some kind of 3-finger gesture.
In Draconic, I'll say, what is that? There's 3 of you? I see two little ones and you still little, but bigger than little ones.
He kind of moves like straight up to you, like he's not afraid, right?
I'll reach out to shake his hand.
He hesitates for a second as he
It's okay, hand clean, and I'll
as he
lick
gets
my
close to you, right? And he's got like a little glowy stone on his helmet that kind of shines, and he can see you clearer now. And
I should be in bright light. I've got my sword out. I'm not holding it aggressively, but it's like a torch. Yeah.
oh, that's what he's looking at. Then he's not even looking at you. He's like staring at this freaking sword. He's like,
Dark down here.
Is that a fire sword?
No, not hot. No.
He's like, I've never heard of such a thing. Who are you?
S.
He's like looking behind you and stuff. Like,
Who you?
my name is Green.
Hi, Green. These are my brothers.
These are my friends and family. And like several more come like peeking about like down the hallway.
You got a nice place here. How long you been here?
He's like, forever?
That's a long time.
So, the one that strikes uh, your attention, slinks out of the shadows, even though your sword is out. They seem to permeate some kind of darkness around them that kind of still makes dim areas, very big shadows. And these appear to be adults of the little guys that you were just talking to. And they look like I guess that. I thought I had a bigger image. They look like this guy but bigger.
Nice.
And when he comes up, the other kobold just stops talking and leaves. he just
Where you
doesn't
go, Green?
he doesn't even look back. He just leaves. And this guy kind of slinks up and looks over at the little one over there, and the little one just kind of slinks away too. Like
S
And-
extends his hand. Hi,
he says,
S.
he says, "Who has invited you?"
Nobody.
Then why are you here?
We're trying to get up. Do you know how to get up? Castle upstairs.
We don't know you or your kind. We
Told you
shouldn't
I'm
welcome
S.
you here.
Why not? We welcome you to our home. You want to come visit Dr. Troy's? We got great stuff.
Dr. Troy's? Where is this Dr. Troy's?
You go down the street
Waterdeep.
and you take a left, and there's a big sign.
You're not like him.
He's my brother.
You have pointy ears. He has scales.
Yeah, I was the handsome one.
Yes, we were raised together.
That
But
one
he-
back there in the back.
yeah,
He
yeah.
looks like a
He's afraid of
friend.
his own shadow.
No,
Might be.
the one on the wall.
Morkel will kind of scurry up the wall.
Yeah,
Some of
he
us
is
are
of our
cold-blooded.
kind.
Some are warm-blooded. But we're good people.
I think we could have
Yeah, when
a lot in common, friend.
Morkel gets a little closer, he's like, "Wait, you are not a shadow thief."
You want a rat?
Wait till he sees Org.
He
Org,
kind of looks
come
at
on
it for a
out.
second,
He's looking for his shadow.
takes a
Delicious.
smell. Ugh, I
I
like
have
mine
extra.
fresh.
Oh.
What were you saying,
Back
Marbania?
at the home, I have a whole barrel full.
I hollered back at Org when he said he's looking for a shadow thief or something. I said, Org, come on out. He's looking for a shadow thief. He doesn't know what that,
Oh, so he's now this Kobold's like curious, like there's a shadow thief back there. As he sees Ori come out, like
Well, he slinks around in shadows a lot, and
Not very shadowy, but
no, I am a shadow thief. We are shadow thieves. We have
You
been.
steal shadows?
I'm an S.
We can. You do not
That sounds
recognize
cool.
us. How far away are you? Are you
You know
from the
about
other
Waterdeep?
world? And he points below. Are you from the other world? And he points below.
Maybe. I
It's
don't know.
dirt.
We came through the mirror, you know.
He's like,
Marley
Mirror?
lets his hair billow.
what mirror?
This one used magic to get us here. We're trying to get upstairs.
There is supposed to be an entrance to Castle Waterdeep from here. That's what we seek.
You
know
don't
Castle
want to
Waterfall?
go there. That is off limits. Not allowed.
Oh yes, we do want to go there.
You
We
are
have
not
to.
allowed.
They took something.
It's
that belongs to
forbidden
us.
They
Forbidden
both
by
might be.
who?
by the shadow thieves.
Well,
And
what
he
is
puffs
it
his
that
chest
the
up.
shadow?
Why?
I don't
What is
know.
it that the shadow thieves seek? Maybe we can come to an arrangement.
We seek the shadows. And
Not many shadows with my sword out.
and sometimes we have to
Left
go
right.
scavenge for food.
Watch this, and Marley starts doing shadow puppets on the wall with his hands.
Let's see what these
More
guys.
performance.
Let's see what these guys' NPC sheet looks like. Hold on. All right, so so this guy is actually a. Does your sword give off sunlight?
Yes,
he-
it's sunlight.
Okay. Let's darken it up a little then, because he's not happy with the sunlight. He's like, could you put that away, please?
I can lower it so that it only goes out 5 feet instead of the full 30.
Perfect.
give
He
me a
moves
second.
back. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
He's like,
I'll
I couldn't
lower
breathe.
the radius
It was
down.
choking me.
Sorry, it's dark down here.
Yeah, this guy appears to be maybe a spellcaster? He also every now and then, like when he gets a little excited or something, like you could see like little pieces of sparks and electricity like between his teeth, like kind of come out on his tongue a little bit. And the only
Sparks are
weapon
coming
he's
out of his
got
mouth.
is a dagger, but Marley, you can sense that he's got a magical spell on him, like mage armor.
Well, we didn't come to mess with him anyway. We're just trying to find the. So can you help us, friend?
Ah,
Friend.
I don't think so.
Well then.
Want to arm wrestle?
We just pass. We just. Come on, you can help us. Surely. Smiling
It's
child.
forbidden for shadow thieves to go above. Forbidden.
That's
We
fine.
don't want
stay.
you to go above.
Yeah, we're not shadow thieves.
We're
We
going
go-
above.
It's okay for us to go up there. They said
Yeah,
so.
but there's no rule for that.
We just
Let's
made
make
one.
rule.
You can't make rules. You're not
Yes, we
shadow
can.
thieves. And he puffs his chest out. Only shadow thieves make rules here.
So make rule.
Now, who made that rule? I'm sure it must have been a shadow thief. And guess what? We're not all shadow thieves. So, we get to make our own rules too. For every rule you make, we get to make a rule.
Are you trying to charm me?
I could.
He says, "You're right. You should become a shadow thief so you can change the rules.
Well, how
Come
do I
with
do
me. You have to pass tests."
I'll
Okay.
take your test. What is test?
No, he passed tests. You can take tests too, but he has to pass.
Okay.
that?
He's not very good, Shadow.
That's why
Too
you can
flammable.
help.
Well, I can use like minor illusion to take all the color out of my clothes real quick. Kind of wash out all the colors. Look, now am I Shadow Thief?
He says, "Come, come."
Warm-hearted.
Okay. I thought he was like, "Come here, let me whisper something in your ear." I'm like, "Well, yeah, what?"
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's kind of trying to get you to
Okay.
come
Okay.
up here.
Follow along.
He said, "Come, come." Are the tokens locked? Yeah. He gets you up close and he says, "Out of the light." "No, no. Ah, ah, ah." And he backs up even
I'll-
further from S.
I'll put the sword back in the
S.
sheath.
He's like, "Okay,
Easy, easy.
that's better." Whoa.
I understand he's hurting my shadows too. Oh, ow, I can't take it now.
He says, "If you pass test, you become Shadow Thief. But you have to come with
Okay.
me. I'll show you where test is administered."
Okay.
"You come this way. Come, come. Your friends can come too."
Okay,
I gotta
as long,
see this.
as long
Okay.
as my friends can come too.
And
Alright,
he like takes you
What's
by
the-
the
what's
by
the
the
test?
sleeve, right? He's like, "Come with me."
Come on. Okay, what?
Hold
Where?
on, I'm looking for a button here. Um, you know how long it's been since I prepped this? Holy crap! Trying to remember which way you guys gotta go. Oh yeah, he's like, "Oh, not this way. Come this way." And he's like, he comes over to this
The
door.
other way.
Okay.
He says, "Okay, you go first."
Alright.
And he points into the doorway. "No, no, not you. Come back. Wait." As you step on like a trap, as soon as you step in,
Plonk.
it's like a bell trap or something. It makes a ringing noise. It like tangles
Found
around
your
your
trap.
shoe. He's like, "No, you cannot become Shadow Thief. If you pass test,
But
it not
why?
count." He's like,
Why?
"There's like 6 traps in there, dude. You like tripping them all?"
Yeah, I'm just wandering around.
It probably should lock the tokens, huh?
I mean,
He's trying to get the person to pass the test to become a Shadow Thief to go take the test, and you're tripping all the traps. He's like, "No, no, no, you come back out. Me have to set
You left-
traps again."
you left traps in here.
"I
So-
know,
so I'm gonna make
you go back. I have to
I'm gonna
reset
make note
them.
of-
He has to pass the test." Hello? Can you go
This is my
outside?
favorite NPC.
Hello.
Love
Yes.
this guy.
I love him.
Marty's
Can't-
watching him reset them all.
Oh,
I've
making
got
us
blind
thank
sight,
you.
so if they're not like completely hidden,
Hold on, I closed doors so I can hide traps again. He like closes the door. He says, "Give me 10 minutes and we'll be back." And we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Doesn't Marley have that wand of trap finding or some shit?
I don't know. You guys can think on that for a sec, because my ears
Yeah,
hurt
the
from
wand of
smiling.
secrets. Wand of secrets.
I need to
Yep.
set the timer over
I
here.
love this guy.
21:41, something like that. 42. Wait, what happened? Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna set. I set a timer, and I'm gonna put the slideshow on and some music, and we're gonna take a 10-minute break. But we'll be back. We got another. I think it woke us up, all this laughing. So we'll probably spend another hour and a half or so when we get back. But we'll see. But give us 10 minutes. Go get a drink. Hurry back though. See ya. All right. The music is gone, the timer is stopped, and the table is back. Um, and so are some of the players. And I have a bowl of healthy and delicious fruit. hmm Mandarin.
I just had some mixed nuts. Delicious.
And next to it is a bag of potato
Some of these
chips
nuts.
that I opened
Yeah.
yesterday and ate a whole bag. All right, so
Payday noise.
I'm looking here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, needless to say, the kobolds have traps, and they want you guys to test them out, especially Marley. But nothing's deadly or dangerous enough to seriously
Just
harm
testing them
anyone.
all.
Yeah, it's just tested all of them. Separated
Right?
every one.
He's like, no,
They
no,
work.
don't just run in there. You gotta try to get through without setting them off. All right, so
But S not dead yet.
I'm gonna Is there line of sight on this map? Wow, I didn't do it. That's nice. But we're gonna turn it off because we don't need it, and we don't need lighting either.
Whee! Wow.
All right, so yeah, this is a very large
So
complex,
bigger than I thought.
and if you're gonna make your way over to this area over here, if you want to drag your tokens or whatever, as I get this little thing, because you're gonna go meet King Grachek. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me unlock the tokens. There you guys go.
So, we come over
So
here? Or do I have to stay
Crotch
over here?
What?
the Shadow Thieves are an actual real thief guild that was in Waterdeep. And they had initially had some kobolds working with them. Well, the Shadow Thieves are no longer, but the kobolds have somehow managed to survive down here and prolificate because there's hundreds of them. No, there's dozens of them down here. And you guys get to meet the king and the queen.
The king and the queen of a couple dozen kobolds.
Uh-huh.
Sounds about right.
Okay. Okay.
They probably
They're
get a new king
special.
every week or two.
The new king is whoever murdered the old king.
Does Marley
So,
have
yeah,
to
the-
stay
the-
and do these tests, or can he come with the group?
And now they makes you all stay together until Marley is done testing. Then he takes you to the king.
Okay.
You charmed him well. So King Grachek. Do we have a image?
King Crouch Itch. Okay, I got it. Marley's making notes. King Crouch Itch.
It's this guy.
I recognize
No wonder.
that guy.
and his queen.
Mrs. Crotchitch.
So the king is basically the royal leader, fat guy that sits on the throne. But the real power in this guild is the queen. Since she...
She albino?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm a white dragon. They're kobold.
And
Nice.
she's built a lot different than the other ones, isn't she?
She definitely. Well, if you look, the king has got the brute strength of the ones that have the mining picks, and she's got the elegance of the shadowy thief ones. So, but she doesn't speak much. She stays off to the side and just kind of sits there and listens as you guys are brought into her to meet the king. He says, he sees you guys come in, and the kobolds are all run up to him and whisper, "We found them in the lower levels by the water." And he's like, "Oh, visitors!" And he like puts his crown that's two-way sits on his neck down on him, and he puts his little paper mache hat on, and he gets up on the throne that's made out of crates and busted up beer crates and stuff. He's like rickety and stuff, and he's like, "Visitors, our first time," and he smiles.
Marley's gonna make his cloak and his hair billow as he takes a deep formal bow, Your Majesty.
he he looks excited, and he does some royal scepter shit. He says, "You may approach." He says in common.
We are seeking a way to the castle above. And we know there is a way from here.
There's stairs right behind you.
He's like, "Wait, hold on. Those aren't there."
Oh, these are not the stairs you're looking for.
That's not there either. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. I don't know why I don't know what that's there for. Oh yeah, they buried the stairs. Like it's collapsed. The whole staircase is. That's why it's like that. Maybe we should have had some more rocks, but he says, "It is forbidden to go up above."
But that is...
He just waves his
That is
hand
a
at you
rule.
like that's the rule.
That rule is outdated and long past, and it's time for a new rule.
Who are we
I'm
to
a
change
shadow
the rules?
I'm a shadow thief. See, I
You-
passed these
you were
tests.
king. You change rules. You make rules.
Yes. Who am I to make rules?
These are rules passed down from my fathers.
So
dead.
you're just a puppet king then? You're just a puppet. I would have never thought that. I would have thought you kobold enough to stand up and make your own rules.
Who are you to argue with the rules? You passed the
Shadow
test,
thief.
but you have never done anything to prove yourself to me or to my queen.
Oh yeah.
She kind of turns her head to the side a little. Says,
Marley
He might
turns
be-
and again.
"He might be tasty, I heard."
Formal bow to the queen.
Believe me, Marley, not tasty. Too much
No,
perfume.
not tasty at all. But I think Marley would yeah, he'd definitely burn a greater invisibility to say, only a shadow thief can do this, and just twink and kind of disappear with greater invisibility.
He's like, "Any of my shadow thieves can turn invisible. That's not a task.
Oh, can they?
They don't have proof of invisibility, but they can all turn invisible." So
They
how
do
is your
invisible shadow
improved
thieves
invisibility?
Can't sneak up on me.
Well, that would allow me to do cantrips and make little things fly about the room and do spooky little,
It would allow you to misty
little
step next
noises.
to him and pull his ear hair out.
yeah, do
Right.
things like that. And, yeah.
You could definitely.
Well, I don't want to pull his ear hair if it's going to piss him off. But
I'm just saying you could cast a spell and you wouldn't become visible, and that would be impressive.
yes, yeah. So
Fireball!
No,
Middle of the room. Boom.
well, let's
He'd
not
be
use
like,
a fireplace.
yeah, you are Shadow Thief. You may go anywhere you want.
Meteor swarm.
He's like, I have heard of such deeds.
I'm gonna move right up beside him and I'm gonna whisper in his ear where he can feel my breath on his ear, and I'm gonna say, "But I'm a shadow thief and I'm making new rules. This is the Shadow Thieves Guild, is it not?"
He says, yes, but new rules must come with change. Lots of change. He points to the chest
Well.
on the floor in front of him.
So Marley digs around in his pocket, and all of a sudden, little coins start appearing out of the air, chink, 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 falling in there, and the glint of gold and not really silver, but electrum.
You give
The
him all
glint
the.
of electrum.
These kobolds freaking love Electrum. It's like better than platinum to them.
Oh well, let's just see
You're
what
like-
kind of.
He's like, these are Electrum pieces. We can make more armor.
Yeah, I drop like 20 electrum pieces in there one at a time. Chink, 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 because that's all I've got.
Electrum plated armor.
No, I have 0.
Yeah, the armor the Cobalt Thieves are wearing, they look kind of weird. Like, it's probably made out of Electrum weird. How much Electrum do you have? Tell us now. I am king.
I just gave you all of mine.
What? How much was it?
20.
20
Electrum
Electrum
pieces.
pieces?
That's all I had in electrum.
He's
I mean,
like,
if I could convert it.
come.
What if
Peg
it
leg
gets 10
maker,
gold?
you can make a foot out of this.
Leg maker can make a foot. Boys, dump your electrum out.
I've got 0.
I've got 2.
I have still yet to be convinced to change the rules.
I've got
Do
2.
not change.
What do you mean? The rules are already changed.
The rules have been changed. A shadow thief has returned. Yes. And I have made the new rule that we shall go above. I just don't remember which way it is.
All the kobolds
Looking
look
through
around
my
and point
eyes.
up. Right? They all point up. Up? Yeah, we think up is up. Uh-huh.
Yes, 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 yes.
How would you go up from
Yes,
down?
indeed.
So how much Electrum are you guys scrounged up to give to this guy to change the rule that's been passed down from Cobalt generation to Cobalt generation since at least 15 years ago?
I've only got 2.
And I
I
gave
had
him the only 20 I had.
0.
2.
So if they
That's
wanted
24 electrum pieces.
if they wanted platinum,
We could give him
If
tons
they
of that.
wanted platinum,
Yeah.
if they wanted platinum, I'm going to say, but look at the size of this. It's the
No.
size of.
they're like gold, silver, we don't know. Platinum is useless. Must be Electrum. Bring us Electrum, we change rule.
Shit.
Or very powerful magical item. He says when he sees like the flaming sword.
I'll hold it up right close to his face. This one?
He says, uh-huh, we changed rule for that.
No way.
Maybe something other than that? Looking you guys over.
I'll
Marley
pull
says,
a
"Could I
ruby out of my
introduce you
pouch.
in some fine lady slippers?" And
Ruby?
he pulls his pant leg back and shows his foot. No.
What about these
You
cool
flirting again?
kitty cat mittens?
You see the queen, she like slowly slides her sword about 6 inches out of its sheath, and she plucks a hair out, and she says, "Those are sexy legs. Perhaps I'll shave them." And she cuts the hair on the blade just by waving it over it.
You live
That's
close.
my
Want
husband
to
you're
try a spar?
flirting with, she says. He
Not
gets
interested.
He's
he
in
gets to
cordial
watch.
flirt.
He gets to watch. Hey, you know, I think there's been something lost in translation here, lady. We're just looking for our way up.
The king says, "Rubies do not stay in my crown very easily. They are too heavy."
I can
Okay,
hammer
look.
it in.
It's like
I have a
paper.
hammer.
It's like a paper mache like dragon he's got on his head.
Is it Burger King crown?
I have Masterwork Electrum Smith's tools
What?
from the forge place. I took all their Masterwork tools.
And their Electrum tools?
They were
The-
listed as Masterwork Electrum Smith's tools.
to reforge the sword, right? That's what they were
Yeah.
for, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
Nice.
How ironic.
they're sitting in my inventory.
Do you offer these to him?
Sure.
He says he gets off of his
No, not those, S. No.
Yeah, those are way too valuable.
We can't give those away.
True.
He says, "You all become shadow thieves with such a gift to the king." And as you guys like argue that it's too much, and so he has to add it. And he says, "We will help you dig out to go to the surface."
Help.
What
Or
do
do you want
say,
something
guys?
else?
I'll take
And-
out the Smith's tools and I'll toss them to Marley.
And we will be your personal slaves.
Don't need slaves.
Well,
You're too short.
here you go, but all we
For
really need
for
is
minor
just a way to-
electrum pieces once in a while. And we're a good crew at crewing spelljamming vessels because we're all spellcasters. If you guys
Really?
put two and two
We'll
together,
take them. We need a
Oh,
crew.
we're gonna- So
need a
we need
crew.
a crew of spellcasting kobolds to help us man the ship. Oh, fantastic!
What
Why
could
not?
possibly go wrong?
It's a great idea. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him the Smith's tools. I'm gonna delete that from my inventory so I don't forget.
all right. So they rejoice at the great gifts that are given the holy smith's tools of electrumness. I don't know. There's this. They put it in the calendar that this is a holy day now. Now they
Make
could,
special traps.
yeah. Now they could really create armor of. Well, come to find out, this electrum armor that they made, they actually enhance with their electrical abilities, which gives them the mage armor bonus. So they still, it's not a heavy armor then. It becomes really light and mage armor, which lasts
So it's
until
like a tinfoil hat that gives them mage armor bonus.
exactly. Because some of them got like little horns they fasten,
Antenna.
little balls on the end. So I guess you guys have a hidden compartment of magical kobolds,
Nice.
but you guys are gonna get a long rest here before you guys go up. So let me push
Recover a
the.
few more hit dice.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think you guys are still low on
Wiped out.
hit dice. Now you should be fully fulled.
Hit
Fully.
dice. What do you guys use those for?
Yeah, right. We
Hold
were
on,
just
let me give myself 60 temporary hit points.
we were
And I
just
did the
talking
hero's
that
feast before the rest.
one of I don't know which extension is borked, but I had to turn off Bob's CAE. Um, I don't know if it's the other three extensions that I turned on that's clashing with it, but I'm like, I don't think we need it anyways. We're counting our wild shapes into anything anyway, so.
No.
Nope, not that kind of druid.
I mean, I think you have before, like
Yeah, for you know, getting through
roleplay.
places and
Yeah,
scouting. Yeah,
that's what I said, like a little lizard or something. I don't know,
Special
but
occasions.
yeah, yeah. S's birthday, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Story King Grognek. Here's where I got this whole idea from. The Shadow Thieves is a real thieves guild that reestablished their presence in Waterdeep via hidden stronghold somewhere in the upper level of Undermountain. Under the leadership of their guildmaster Georges, their thieves started expanding and recruiting. The Thieves Guild presence in the City of Splendors was guided by their desire to avenge the Lords of Waterdeep expulsion of the guild in the past. They allied with Drow forces of the High Priestess of Loth, Azurnia, and collected invaluable data on the City Watch patrols, bases, activities, and the city's high-ranking officials. During that time, the Shadow Thieves of Undermountain were allied with the Kobolds of King Grachek's tribe, who watched over the entrance. So that's all that's left is the Kobolds of this whole Thieves Guild. So they call themselves the Shadow Thieves. Somehow the Kobolds have survived down here,
Well, they're like roaches,
right?
You never get rid of them all.
So the Shadow Thief Kobolds are CR5 guys. They have pack tactics, sunlight sensitivity, and they are 8th level spellcasters.
Nice.
So they can cast
It's pretty good.
Fireball, Minor Illusion, Poison Spray, and Predestinations. Also, Burning Hands, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Hold Person, Invisibility, Mirror Image, Misty Step, Blink, Counterspell, and Fireball. And their 4th level is Fire Shield. They also create a visage of a draconic visage in an occupied space they can see within 30 feet. It's basically a shadow thief dragon that they create. It's an illusion that they can make. They can also breathe electricity. 2d6 damage. That's an action. 120 feet? Good lord. It's a lightning
Breathing
bolt.
Minor lightning bolt.
It's only 2d6 damage, but still.
S offers to spar with the queen, just for fun.
Oh, I don't even know. What is she? Let's take a look at her. NPC Queen Shadow Thief. What? She's a sorcerer. She's not that powerful. She just looks baller. She only has a long tooth dagger. But she's a sorcerer, so she like enhances the dagger and does all kinds of cool stuff. But S would kick her ass. And the king is a CR6. He is a 4th level spellcaster. But he's also got rogue abilities. 112 hit points.
Nice.
Big sack of hit points.
Yeah.
I don't think Blink has that.
Probably not.
Well, if you add in the temp hit points.
From the cannon? We said blink.
Oh, yeah, you said blink. I was thinking Markel. I was like,
Blink's the only cobalt we know.
yeah.
All right,
He's not
so
royalty.
we'll give a couple of these kobolds some names and stuff or whatever. But there are. I didn't really set how many there are, but I was imagining that there are about a dozen kids, at least 20 of the shadow thieves, grown up adults, and then the king and queen. So, you know, like 3 dozen altogether, roughly. But they have never been outside of this area. There's um, a place that they go to hunt for food, but there's a lot of they call them monster spells or spell monsters that are in that area, which translate to living spells, and so it's like this whole excursion thing for them to go get food. They have to wait till the timing's right and they can trick them, and then they run off and get food and they come back. But that's it. That's as far as they go. Is into, they call them the caverns. The caverns. They only go out there to get food, which is mushrooms. So mushrooms and funguses and like algae and stuff that grows in the caverns. They think it leads to the ocean, but they never been that way. And they keep it very well secured and blocked off. But let's say you guys are going to go up and explore. Is that what you guys want to do? See if you can find your way. All right, let me do some prep and stuff like that. But let's kind of end it a little early tonight, and we'll go spend some time with family. And then for next session, I'll get some prep work done for upstairs and all that jazz.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Cool. Level
Cool.
15, nice. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Let me go see if I can stream some or raid somebody early. Somebody doing Vampire, Havoc, Tyranny of the Dragons. We'll go raid Havoc. So, hey, if you've been out there and you've been hanging out with us, we appreciate it. Thank you. We're gonna call it a little early tonight. The DM's slacking, and some of the players are not unhappy about it. I guarantee you. But we're going to go raid. So where is the raid button? We're going to go raid Havoc, who is running Dungeons & Dragons on Fantasy Grounds as well. So we appreciate you guys hanging out and all that jazz. So, I got to hit the start button. So it's like 8 seconds now. I know. Have patience. We're going.
Thank you, Drake. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
Thanks, Drake.
Thanks for
see
hanging
y'all.
out with